Look down. Chances are someone around you is wearing them. Walk into any major city, you'll see the three stripes. From the biggest arenas to the most exclusive fashion shows, Adidas isn't just a brand, it's a global phenomenon. But how did a small, family-run shoemaking business in a tiny German town become a multi-billion-dollar empire that rivals giants and shapes culture? Today, we're unraveling the epic, often tumultuous, and utterly fascinating story of how Adidas got so big. And trust me, it's a story packed with more drama than a last-minute penalty shootout. Our story begins not in a boardroom, but in a laundry room in Herzogenaurach, Germany, right after World War I. This is where a young, visionary shoemaker named Adolf Dassler, or Adi to his friends, started crafting athletic shoes. Adi was obsessed with performance. He believed the right shoe could make an athlete faster, stronger, better. But Adi wasn't alone. His older brother Rudolf joined him. Rudolf was the businessman, the sales guy, the extrovert. Together, they were the Gebrüder Dassler Schuhfabrik, the Dassler brothers' shoe factory. It seemed like a perfect partnership, a yin and yang of innovation and enterprise. Because beneath the surface, a bitter rivalry was brewing. A rivalry so intense, it would not only split a family, but literally create two of the world's biggest sportswear companies. We'll get to that juicy drama in a bit. But first, let's talk about how they started to make waves. The big moment for the Dassler brothers came in 1936, the Berlin Olympics. Amidst the political tension, Adi Dassler made a bold move. He traveled to the Olympic Village, lugging a suitcase full of his revolutionary spiked running shoes. And he convinced an American sprinter, a man who would become a legend, to wear them. That legend was none other than Jesse Owens. And what did he do? He won 4 gold medals, shattering records, all while wearing Dassler shoes. This wasn't just a win for Owens, it was a global advertisement for the Dassler brothers. Suddenly, their little factory was on the world stage. Athletes everywhere wanted their shoes. They were growing, innovating, and establishing themselves as the name in athletic footwear. But the simmering tensions between Adi and Rudolf only intensified. Personal differences, business disagreements, wartime allegiances, it all boiled over. And in 1949, the unthinkable happened. The brothers formally parted ways. Rudolf crossed the river Aurach and founded his own company, initially called Ruda, from Rudolf Dassler, and later a brand you might recognize today, Puma. And Adi, he stayed put. And from his side of the river, he founded his own company, taking elements from his nickname, Adi, and the first 3 letters of his last name, Dassler. He created Adidas. This wasn't just a business divorce, it was a declaration of war. A rivalry that would fuel decades of innovation, competition, and some truly iconic moments in sports history. Both brothers were driven to outdo the other, and ironically, this intense competition pushed both Adidas and Puma to become global powerhouses. Adi's focus remained on technical advancement. He meticulously worked with athletes, constantly refining his designs. The 3 stripes, initially a functional element for stability, quickly became the iconic visual identity of the brand. Adidas truly exploded onto the global scene. The 1954 Miracle of Bern, where the West German football team, wearing Adi's lightweight screw-in stud boots, beat the seemingly invincible Hungarians, cemented Adidas's reputation. It was a massive underdog victory, and Adidas was right there on their feet. But Adidas wasn't just about sports performance, it started to bleed into culture. In the 1970s and 80s, the Adidas Superstar became an unexpected fashion icon, and then came Run DMC. Their song, My Adidas, wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural earthquake. It legitimized sportswear as street fashion and elevated Adidas to an unprecedented level of cool. They weren't just selling shoes, they were selling a lifestyle, a statement. From the courts to the concrete jungles, Adidas was everywhere. Fast forward to the 21st century, the sportswear landscape is more competitive than ever. How did Adidas maintain its relevance? By embracing innovation, sustainability, and crucially, game-changing collaborations. From the visionary designs of Kanye West's Yeezy line that reshaped sneaker culture, to the artistic flair of Pharrell Williams and the high fashion edge of Stella McCartney, Adidas understood that cultural currency was as important as athletic performance. They've also pushed boundaries with sustainable materials, smart technology integration, and a renewed focus on individual athletes. They've navigated recessions, shifted consumer tastes, and intense rivalries, always finding a way to reinvent themselves while staying true to Adi Dassler's original vision, making the best possible product for athletes. So, how did Adidas get so big? It's a complex recipe. It's the relentless pursuit of innovation by Adi Dassler. It's the fierce, almost mythological rivalry with Puma that pushed both companies to excel. It's understanding that sport transcends the field and shapes culture, and it's the ability to adapt, evolve, and always stay connected to the pulse of what people want to wear. From a tiny laundry room workshop to adorning the feet of billions worldwide, the three stripes are more than just a logo. They're a symbol of ambition, innovation, and a legacy stitched into the very fabric of global culture. And that, my friends, is how Adidas became the giant it is today. What's your favorite Adidas memory? Is it a classic pair of Gazelles, a groundbreaking running shoe, or something from a recent collab? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Adidas's fascinating history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic brand stories, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.